Assalamu alaikum. So I'm back. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be reading the Quran, for the next, I guess, 7 days until the, 23rd or something of that sort. See if I can finish the Quran in 7 days. But it's not really about the race, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stay up and read. I'll try to see how long my battery on this phone can record. But essentially what I'm trying to do is just go through it again for my own self. So let's go. Let's start with chapter 1. Forgive me for my pronunciation as I'm reading. As I'm reading, forgive me for my pronunciation. But I'm just going to read. Yep, 1 second, hold on. See if there's anything blocking it. Alright. Surah Al-Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Let's see what Bismi means. Bismi comes from the root word Sin, Mim, Wa, or root letters rather. To be high, lofty, raised, name, attribute, Samawat, heights, heavens, rain, rain clouds. Isman means mark of identification by which one is recognized. It is a derivation of Isma. Ism stands for a distinguishing mark of a thing, sometimes said to signify its reality. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. It comes from Ra, Ha, Mim. Rahim. He favored, benefited, pardoned, or forgave him. To love, have tenderness, mercy, pity, forgiveness, have all that is required for exercising beneficence. Tarhamu. He had mercy, pity, or compassion on him. He pitied or compassioned him much. Arham, wombs, singular womb, place of origin, the receptacle of the young in the belly. Rahmun, relationship, nearness of kin, connection by birth, relationship. Okay, so I'm reading the words that it could mean. Again, Rahman and Rahim come from seems to me it comes from the same root word. Yep. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to repeat the verse again. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. See what Alhamdu means? Alhamdu comes from Ha, Mim, Dal. To praise or eulogize or commend someone. Speak well of someone. Mention someone with approbation. Approve of a thing. Recompense, pay someone his due, to be praiseworthy or commendable. Okay. Wow, this is very interesting. Verb form, said of heat, to burn or burn fiercely, to be vehement. Okay, hamida, come to pass. Hamid. Muhammad. Wow, interesting. Wow, whoa, whoa, wow. Okay, sorry. Interesting. Okay, so because Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, right? Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmuddin. Okay, let's see. Because we're at verse 2, which is Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, what I was reading was what Alhamdu means in terms of the root words. So the root word was Ha, Mim, Dal. And it meant to repeat, to praise. And then the other meanings of it were speak well, okay, approve of a thing. I mean, there's a couple, right? But I'm just going to skip to it. But here's something that's interesting here. Recompense or pay someone his due. Because this also means pay someone his due, think about it. When we're saying all praises be to the Lord of the worlds, ultimately, you are also saying that you owe him. Technically, you owe him because at the end of the day, if you look at another ayat in the Quran, it says, all good things come from him. Not only that, but all sustenance comes from him. So he's the one who provides you food, shelter. He's the one who also gives you shifa when you're sick. So he's the one who gave you whatever it is that he chose to give you. So at the end of the day, we owe him that as well, in terms of that's something that we are due to give as well. And not only that, we're supposed to speak well of our Lord, right? I mean, for all the good things, and even through the hardships, for the things that we learn. And now it says verb form said of heat, to burn or burn fiercely. Verb form is very interesting because if we think about it, in Jahannam, this very Lord is going to be burning us fiercely as a recompense for our own deeds. So very interesting. Okay, so Alhamdulillahi, let's see where Lillahi, it comes from Alif Lam Ha. It means to serve, worship or adore, to protect, grant refuge, preserve or save, rescue, liberate, object of worship, i.e. God, right? Okay. Alif Lam Lam Ha. God, the one true God, applied as a proper name denoting the true God, comprising all the excellent divine names, a unity comprising all the essences of existing things. Allahumma, oh God. Okay, let's see, there is no God but God. Okay, see the references that are this is in, so we're gonna go back to, so let's see right here. Okay, Alif Lam Ha, to serve. Of course, we serve the Lord. Okay, we worship or adore. Yes, of course, we worship Him and or adore Him. He is also our protector, our grantor of refuge. He is the one who is our savior and the one who rescues us and liberates us. Remember, when we're in the fire, when Ibrahim and Islam's in the fire, Musa and Islam's in the fire, when you're being tested, he's the one ultimately who will rescue you, liberate you. Okay, and he is the one true God to worship. Okay, alright, this interesting. Alhamdulillahi Rabbi. So what does Rabbi mean? Rabah. To be a Lord, and master. This is so strange. I had a dream. One time, the strangest dreams of all, and in it, I was by my house in upstate that time, my parents' house, sorry, and I walked outside, and this is a futuristic dream because I saw actually things that happened afterwards when they came in to fix the bridge. So I had already seen that happen. All praise be to Allah for such a dream. But in it, I heard a voice, and that voice asked me. Now I know what it was that voice asked me, because I'm going to go into it. I was asked, what was it called? Either this way around or the other way around. It has to be this way, because now that I look into it even more, I was asked, will you be my Amun and I am your Ra? Does that even make sense? Well, now, it's interesting because if I ever look into history, Amun was Tutankhamun, I forgot his name. The one that was around during, the pharaoh that was around during Prophet Yusuf's time, Prophet Joseph's time, right? So that one, I think there was another one that was either in, I forgot what his position was, but his name was Amun. That individual or entity used to be like the representative of God, or not God like Ilah, like the one true God, but the whatever God it is that they were worshipping that time. But what Amun was just a name given to, like, for example, what you would call the sun, the bearer of light, like what they call Isa al-Islam. Like in the Gospels, he's the bearer of light too. So he's not the son of God, astaghfirullah, but he's a bearer of light. He's like the sun, like the way, He also possesses the way. So that's what the sun does. It gives you light to show you the path or the way. Interestingly enough, coincidentally enough, now understand what the meaning of that dream was. Interesting. Now, here, we have, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm having snacks. I'm so hungry. So the root word is ra, bah, bah. I don't know how to say bah, bah, so I'm just going bah, bah, like sheep. To be a lord and master, collect, possess, owner, rule, increase, complete, bring up, preserve, chief, guardian, regulator, determiner, caretaker, provider, sustainer, perfecter, rewarder, creator, maintainer, reposer of properties, developer, former of rules and laws of the growth, foster a thing in such a manner as to make it attain one condition after another until it reaches its goal of completion. The bringing a thing to a state of completion by degrees. Whoever possesses a thing is its Rabb. Okay. Whoever possesses a thing is its Rabb. Okay. Okay. everything that I've read, these are all the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does, or has the attributes for. He is a sustainer. Okay. He is the rewarder. He is the Khalik, right? Khalik, right? He is the maintainer. He is the reposer of properties, which means he's the one who gives in terms of the inheritance of the land. Like, remember the ayat where it talks about, and we cause them to inherit the earth. So, what's it called? That's one. Form of rules and laws of the growth. Of course, this is in the Quran too. I mean, wow. And these all mean or fall into the meaning of, these root letters, rah, bah, bah. You understand? Very interesting. All of this is connected, because this all is, describing who your Rabb is. And the next word is alamin, or alamina, but, alamin. And it says of the universe. So, what does Ain, Lam, Mim mean? To mark, sign, distinguish, creations, beings, world, science, learning, knowledge, information, aware, know, by means of which one knows a thing. Hence it signifies world or creation, because by it the Creator is known. Ya'lam, ulama. One who is learned, wise, or knows. Okay. To mark, sign, or distinguish creations and beings. Okay. In the universe, supposedly, let's say, there are other creations and there's other beings. Okay. And Allah distinguishes them from each other. Like, distinguishes, suppose, the jinn and the humans from the angels. Okay. Or things of that sort, right? Talks about the world. It means a world. Right, okay, be worlds. Science and learning. Okay, so science is really self-explanatory. The universe, composes of all these things that we learn about in regards to science. And then there's the universe that we seek for what do we seek knowledge and information for? To understand the universe. Okay, cool. And alright, because by it the Creator is known. So because of the universe, we are certainly looking for this magnificent creation's creator. Okay. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. That one we already covered. That one was Rahamim. We already covered that. Okay. Next one is Maliki Yawmiddin. Okay. Malik, which is coming from Mim, Lam, Khaf. Means to rule, command, reign. Be capable. So Allahu Akbar, because I verily know, astaghfirullah, I can't even change a condition of the one that I love the most in this planet, let alone my husband, couldn't even do that. Or neither can any family upon each other, or you can't do it. And not even one nation can even rule or command over all the nations. Because look, for example, the example of America and North Korea. North Korea doesn't even want, it's one nation that doesn't want to be in its rule. It's just having a hard time. Neither does, Russia, or maybe even Iran. Iran's probably tired of that. But, example, neither can anyone prior to 200-something years be able to do that to America. Right? So, what I'm trying to say is, mankind is still limited. Nations are still limited. But this master is the one who has the capability to rule the universe and everything that he created. So he rules, he commands, he reigns, and he is capable of doing that to everyone and everything in its existence. And to control, he controls whatever's going on, okay, in this universe. He has the power. He has the authority. He is king, and that's his kingdom, or this is his kingdom. So, you know, these are all what master means in terms of maliki. Okay, yom. Okay, yom, of the day. Yeah, well, means day, or era, or time, or today, this, that day, age, period of time, rising of the sun till it's resting, accident or event. Huh. Maliki Yawmuddin. Wow. Wow. I'm really interested. Something just came to my mind. It's really strange. Wow. Alright, just give me a second. I'm gonna be back. I just hit my mind. Okay. And it was said before, watch for the day. Okay. And watch the heavens and watch for the day. And it says in the Quran, and the second trumpet will be blown. And that's when everyone will be watching the skies and the heavens. That's in the Quran, by the way. So, Maliki Yawmuddin. And then it says accident or event. So, could it be? I'm just saying, could it be the day where the accident or event takes place? When the shocker, the destroyer, comes upon the earth, and then could be that time period. Because it says here, day, era, time, today, this, that day, age, or period of time. Rising in the sun till it's resting. And of course we know that the absolute last sign, if we're Qiyamah, is the sun. The sun rising from the west. And once it rises, and once it rests, that is the shocker, the destroyer, right? So when will it rest? When it probably has that accident or event to take place. And then that's a signifying of the day of your Lord and Master to come about. Because it's in that era or that time period. Allahu Akbar, because that's what was inspired to me. I know it's best. Astaghfirullah for anything that's out of place, if anything at all. Okay. Wow. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Continuing, ayat number 5. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. You alone we worship. Iyaka means, okay, just as is, you alone. Na'budu means Ain, Ba, Dal, these are the root letters, means to serve, worship, adore, venerate, accept the impression of a thing, accept it, okay. Obey with submissiveness or humility, approve, apply, devote, obedience, slave, keep to, inseparably, subdue, assemble together, enslave. Okay. You alone we worship. Wa iyyaka nasta'in, and you alone we ask for help. Ain, Waw, Noon, to be of middle age. You need to aid, assist, help, ta'awana, to help one another, ista'ana, to implore for help, seek aid, turn and call for assistance, musta'in, one whose help is to be implored. Allahu Akbar, let's go back to this one. We ask for help. So nasta'in means to be of middle age, okay? To aid, assist or help, but ta'awana means to help one another. Ista'ana, to implore for help, seek aid, turn and call for assistance. Allahu Akbar. One whose help is to be implored. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends help, but He only sends help through people. Oh, so we are actually not waiting for Allah to astaghfirullah, to come down and do something for us. Astaghfirullah. Of course. But it's only happening through people, so we are asking Allah to to for the ones whom will help one another, and to implore for help, to seek the aid, to turn and call for assistance. Musta'an. One whose help is to be implored. So at the end of the day, the help we're receiving is just through one another. I mean, in the sense that we are asking on Him, and He is sending us that aid through inspiration or through, recommendation. Wow. And you alone we ask for help. So what does this mean? That we are only asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get us that help through people, though. It's not some sort of magic. So it's got to be something of connection when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestows you favors. One of the things underneath what this word could mean actually means to cook well, or to knead or cook well. Okay. And it also says become easy, soft. Okay. A person who, might be soft, like gentle maybe, I don't know. Or to have plentiful, like plentiful of whatever, right? Or I'm just thinking to have comforts or delights, to lead an easy life, okay? Enjoy the comforts and conveniences of life. Be joyful, meaning happy, right? Comforts, delights again. Okay. Beneficence, favor to a person, blessing, gifted. And gifted with what? Gifted with speech, talent, or reason. Allahu Akbar. So when you're actually praying salah, you are asking Allah to be able to, what are the favors that you want bestowed upon you? Okay. So for man, I guess I'm not dividing it. I know that this would apply to both genders, or, to any human really. They're asking Allah to lead an easy life, okay? To enjoy the comforts and conveniences of life, and to be joyful, because that's what people really want ultimately, to be happy, okay? And now, for a woman, or maybe even a man, what's the second thing after Iman that gives comfort to a human being, really? It's food, right? So, good food. I mean, that's what everybody does, right? They all, what do? They all go out to eat. Everybody loves to eat good food. Whether you're going out to eat or staying in or whatever, I mean, that's really life. When Allah calls us cattle, it's astaghfirullah, He says we're like cattle, all we do is just eat. So you're asking Allah, even as a woman, if you're the cook or whatever, you're asking Allah to be able to cook well. Interesting, because that's what one of the words means, okay, in Arabic. All right. You have bestowed your favors. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Sirat al-ladina an'amta. Okay, alayhim, on them. What does that mean? From the root letters Ain, Lam, Ya. Ala. Preposition on, upon, at, under, against, provided, so that in respect before, against, according to, the sake of, in spite of, near, ala hudan, they are on a guidance. Okay, those who are on a guidance, Okie dokie. The path of those your favors are bestowed upon them. غيري. Not so it comes from the root word غير. Bring, convey, benefit bestowed upon, alter or change a thing for the worse. Okay. Not of those. Okay. Convey, benefit bestowed upon, alter or change a thing for the worse. Corrupted, tainted, infected, render it ill-smelling. Adjusting, repairing, difference between two persons. Become jealous, astaghfirullah, procure, other than exclusively, except without lies. A man's dislike of another's participation in what's supposedly his right. Care of what is sacred or inviolable to avoid suspicion or disdain. Cognizance or badge of a free non-Muslim subjects in a Muslim government. One who puts off the furniture of his camel from off him to relieve and ease him. Okay. Mughyarat, the Raiders. Okay, when he puts off his camel of the furniture to okay. Yeah, we said it on them. Okay. Alright, so on them. So them really was this word غيري. Not غيري. غيري was what? غيري مغضوبي, not of those who earned your wrath. Okay, مغضوبي. غين ذاد bah, anger, wrath, stern, displeasure. Indignation, hot-tempered. Passion, intense, deep redness. Okay. An object of anger. Very interesting. You don't want to be someone who possesses anger either, or hot-tempered, or because this is most certainly causing one to have displeasure by having the hot temper, the intense deep redness, to get to that point. It's the wrath, the sternness, the indignation, the oh my goodness, wow. Those who earned your wrath, alayhim, on themselves, preposition on, upon, at, under, against, provided, so that, in respect, before, against, according to, for the sake of, to, above, in spite of, near. Okay. Okay. إليهم غير مغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Wala. Okay. Means and not. The dalin. Okay. Of those who go astray. The dad lam. Erred strayed or went astray. Erred, like erred, Okay, error, erred, okay, like committed that error, strayed, or went astray. Deviated from the right way or course, missed or lost the way, lost something but does not know its place, confounded or perplexed and unable to see the right course, become hidden, unperceived, concealed, absent, or escaped, went away. A lost state, a state of perishing, coming to naught or passing away, confusion, perplexity, and inability to see the right course, skill in guiding or directing aright, in journeying, one with whom is no good, water running beneath a rock, or among trees, which the sun does not reach. Okay, water running beneath a rock or among trees which the sun does not, okay, or hold on, which the sun does not reach. Okay, ragged land or ground, a hard and stony place. It's interesting because it says a hard and stony place, but this also reminds me of the attributes of a human being when they become of those whom are, lost and or misguided or whatever. They become like hard in their hearts, and like they become hard headed, maybe even like a stone, when it comes to understanding. Like it's just, they become their own ilahs, and everything that they do is essentially what they think is right. It's no longer the way of the Lord, but rather their own course. So that reminds me of that. Or which the sun does not reach. Well, what happens when the sun doesn't reach a place? It means that there's no life really at the end of the day, right? You need to have the sun in order for some sort of life, water and the sun, right? It's not just water, it's also the sun, which the sun does not reach. I mean, for growth at least, right? So, one with whom is no good. Okay, of course, there's no goodness if you're, there's no goodness with someone who is, obviously lost or misguided. It's, they're confused. They're not able to see the right of way. They can't see it because remember they become blind because there's a veil on them, right, on their eyes. Deviated from the right way or course, missed or lost the way. They missed it or they lost it. They lost it, but they don't know where its place is. Confounded or perplexed and unable to see the right course. Okay, understood. I'm just repeating it right now. That was chapter 1. So such a simple surah, unbelievable. Such a simple surah, but how much depth does this surah have? It is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. And just to do it all over again, I'm so down to read it one more time as a summary of all that we said and studied. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawm ad-Din. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Hey, I don't know Arabic. Somehow, some way, I just learned little here and there. Alright, so that was the end of the first chapter. Let's continue on to read one shot, inshallah. So let me go ahead and share this if anyone wants to get a deeper understanding.